All right, Satisfactory. Let's see. Let me pull up the flow chart I've been using to design this thing. We've gotten about, I think, a third of this done, between a third and a half of the build put together. I think we put in the initial heavy oil residue refineries, the diluted packaged fuel refineries. Hey, O'Dealthan. O'Dialthan. However you say your name. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. We got the residual water refineries put together, I believe. So I believe we need the unpackaged fuel, which there are 13 refineries of those. Recycled plastic. Okay, there's still a lot to do. So here we go. Let's hope it's less blurry. I don't know if y'all can see. I also hope that my computer can handle the whatever extra stuff it needs to make the game not blur as we play it on OBS. It looks pretty good on my end, but you know, y'all are the ones who have to tell me if it looks any better. Because basically, anytime I turn before, I think on the stream it would get all blurry. So, alrighty, let's kind of review what we're working on here. It does look less blurry. Okay, that's good. That is good. That is what I want to hear. So I'm going to kind of go over the build to remind myself what we've done and what we're working on. So, these guys, we got 10 refineries turning crude oil into heavy oil residue and polymer resin. Colors look better too, but that might be confirmation bias. It might be. So we got 10 of these guys. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 doing heavy oil residue. Then we have, let's see here. This is going to be polymer resin and water. 5 of them turning into residual rubber, so that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. Good. I shouldn't need this guy here, I don't believe. Okay, so that's that. And then we should have 13.33 of these guys turning heavy oil residue and packaged water into packaged fuel. There should be 13 of these, with the 7th one in the middle being overclocked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we should see 6, 7. This one be where the things merge from both sides. Being overclocked at 1.33%. Okay. That's good. And hopefully the piping is going to work. We have this kind of like the belts where they go around and meet in the middle. We have the pipes go around and meet in the middle, and hopefully that will work for the amount of stuff that's going through. So that's that. So 6, so this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before the merging one over here. I believe that is right. Okay, good. All right, and then we have these two, I think, are packaged water. Hey, what's up, Dan? How are you doing? Packaged water, which we need to bring in the water, and the empty canisters. So that's kind of what we're at. We are now currently working on 13.33 of these guys making packaged water. So I need to do the belts and the water for these guys, I believe. Yes. So there should be 2 of them here. Is this right? 2 of them here. So 1, 2, and that means we need 11 more. So that should be 10 on this row, and this should be the 11th over here for packaged water. Okay. So this is what we were working on. We were working on the packaged water ones, and we'll need to get the input set up for this. This is going to be where we're going to be piping water into and putting in our empty packages, whatever they're called. So this is going to be packaged water. How many refineries are there on this build total? I think Factoid said it's something like 83. I don't know the exact number. It's a lot. And this is, okay, so this should be the 7th in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is going to be where they're going to combine. the overflow. So let me put the merger here. Let's see, merger. So this is going to be, just so I have this in place. This is going to be the merger for the excess. Yeah, I know, holy crap. Like I said, by far the biggest build we've done in the game yet. Okay, so it looks like we've got all these already set. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Alrighty, so I need to figure out the piping for this. So we're gonna be sending in 800 cubic meters a minute or second, whatever it is, of water to these guys. So that's an interesting number, because let's see how much each one of these takes. 60 a minute. So 300 divided by 60 should be 5, right? Okay, so one full water pipe can supply 5 of these guys, and I have 13, so I gotta do 2 full water pipes and then 1 partial water pipe. Now I have, I think, 3 full water pipes supplying water down here, so I should be able to have enough water. I might have to supplement some. Let's plug in the pipes first. And we'll like have them separate. So this will be 1 pipe that will be coming up from like probably right around here. So we probably want to come in. Am I okay to come in below here? Probably so. I can probably come in from the bottom here to get this first water one. This one's going to be interesting because it's going to... I might want to split this one, actually. Have it come up there and split, because there's 2 here, and it's going to supply 3 over there. Probably going to do 2 side by side here. It's going to be interesting because we're also going to have the belts of the water, of the package stuff coming through. So... give me a second while I try to visualize how I want to do this. Might actually be better to have the second one come from the other side, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably want 5 to come in from that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to have... No. Because we have 1 partial. What would the partial be? 10... The partial would supply 3 of them. Sorry, I'm going over figuring out the layout of these pipes, since each pipe's going to be supplying a certain number of these guys. So 13.33. 2 water pipes are going to supply 10, so one's got to supply 3 with 1 slightly overclocked. So how do I want to set up my pipes? If I do 1, 2, and 3 as the 1 overflow, we still have that 1 extra one over there, which makes this a little funky too. Boo. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we supply 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. I think that might be the best way to do that. Have 1 pipe supply from this side, these 5 here, and I could maybe do a second pipe for the overflow one over here, and then from the other side bring the 5. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. This is probably very confusing what I'm talking about right now, since this is really confusing to me too. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to have a pipe that has a 3-way split right here. So let me do this, and a pipe come up here. Hoping I can do like a wall thing here. Is that right in the middle? Yeah. Is that gonna work for that guy? I'm hoping I can get belts next to this. I might need to move that back one space, but we'll figure that out later. For now, what we're going to do is this, and we're going to have it go up. Do I need to have it go up? I might need the space. This one's only going to supply 3 of these guys here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2 of these guys, actually. Okay. And the idea would be that this goes here. And I'm going to do it sideways, even though that's different from ones we've done before. If that goes in, yeah, okay. I'm going to make sure this will go in. Right here. Giggity. Oh, this one. Okay, that goes in. Very nice. And then what I want is a split right here. As far back as I can place it. And this tube is going to come around and supply these 2 guys. I guess I'm going to keep it on the bottom level here and have it go up kind of like we did the other ones. So middle. That work? I think that will work. Question is going to be, am I leaving enough space to input the empty canisters? That's going to be the question. And I don't know that I am if I place it this way. These pipes are on this line here, which is where this belt is, which makes this a little funky. So I might actually need to bring this through here. You know what? If I do that, I bet that will give me enough space. Let me try that. Bring this through the middle here. It would be here. Turn 1, 2. If I do this, like this, and we go 1, 2, like this, into there, this into there. I'm hoping that'll let me fit belts underneath here. That looks good. Okay, I think I might copy that. A little bit of overlapping here, but as long as things flow, not gonna let that bother me. Famous last words I've said before. So this one, I think what I want to do is I want to move it in the middle here. If I can space that out there, I should be able to do that. So yes, okay. This is all good except for this placement. So let me remove this stuff and replace it, because we gotta leave ourselves room to actually put the belts for the empty containers. Okay. So that's gonna be this guy right here. Actually, no. Let's line it up perfectly with this guy. So it's gonna be right here, I believe. Does that look right? Let me check if that looks right. That looks nice and straight. Beautiful. Okay. And then this one's going to supply, what was it, 3 of these guys, I believe. So we're going to do this. Have it straight here and then go. That's going that way. Okay, good. There, and then have it go up. To about there. And then have this go across. It's feeding, you are feeding 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. That's going to be 1, 2. There. To there. And then to there, and that should leave room for a belt to go through here to deliver those things. Beautiful. All right, I like it. I think that will work. The other thing, though, is I need this to go over to there to get the one other guy, though. So I need this to be a split here, actually, is what I need. It's actually what I wanted to be right here, was the split thing. Okay, this is not perfectly straight, so I'm gonna move this, and can I put a splitter right on the... Ooh, nice! I've never put a splitter just on the end of a pipe before. Nice, that works well. Alright, and that plugs into there. Beautiful. All these pipes and conveyors will look really cool when they're all placed down. Yeah, they should look really good, and hopefully they'll work. The important thing, hopefully they'll do what they're supposed to do. Okay, and so this guy'd want to be in the middle here, so it would be 1, 2, 1, 2. This guy's gonna go above. It might look like a bit of a mess, really, is what it might look like, but you know, you do what you gotta do. So you're right here. 1, 2. There to there. All right, there we go. So that will supply water for 5 of these guys. That will supply water for 5, and so I'm thinking. So if I just grab one of those pipes and pump it up here, that will supply the water for those 5. Now I'm thinking I bring 2 pipes over from that side, one supplying 5, and then the other supplying the other 3 with the overflow. It's like organized spaghetti town. That's right, organized spaghetti town is what we're working on. So probably gonna want to move this slightly closer, but we'll use this middle line as our pipeline here. What's the output of this? Just packaged fuel, so we should have plenty of space to work with that if I had these guys be here. All right, cool. So we're gonna be pumping water. See, I should have some water lines right over there I'll be able to grab off of. We're gonna pump that water this floor, so let's see how we're gonna do this. Something like 1, 2, come in here. Let's make this one be as high as possible. Wait, no, that's not what I want to do. I'm gonna do stackable poles because we're gonna want 2 here. 1, 2. So we'd have 2 pipes, bottom one supplying for 5 of these guys. So let me figure out how far this pipe can go. So 5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. So we want to go to about right here. So the 5th one will go there, then the other one will come down to supply the other 3. So that should work. Actually, no, I want it to be like 6. So that's the entrance. We go 1, 2. So if I did that right, this should directly turn into there. Beautiful. There. This will be the secondary one. Supply the other guys. And I'm out of copper. I think I have more over here. Won't taking water out of those pipes disrupt any other part of the factory? Yes, but what it would disrupt is something I'm getting rid of anyway. What I will say is the pipes on this side are no longer being used because last week we got rid of our coal power over here, and that's what those pipes were supplying water to, is our coal power. Because we all have all those fuel generators over there, we're not using that water anymore. So that's all the copper sheets I have, huh? Ah, there we go. And I'm thinking once I I'm probably going to want to get rid of those coal power plants too. So I have water to work with. So it's nice that I'm already pumping it over here. It's one of the main reasons I decided to build this whole finagle fiasco thing over here is because I already had water pumping over here. So it saves me having to set up as much water stuff. I might have to do a little reorganizing with it down there, but we have a lot of stuff already available to use. What's up, Moonho? It's good to see you, my friend. So, Past Rand was thinking. Past Rand was thinking. Okay. Well, this guy. This guy. This guy. Okay. It's like I planned it. Past Rand was a smart man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crap. Present Rand not as smart because I needed this to go one more over. So this should actually be to here. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be this one here. Miscounted. Present Rand, why can't you be more like Past Rand? Be more like your brother, Past Rand. He works hard. He plans things out. He does the math. Present Rand is just too lazy and forgetful. Past Rand, you mean Rand 117? That's right. Rand 117. That's the one. That is the one. And this one should go here. What's up, Shogi? How are you doing, sir? Alright, then we bring this guy down to supply. Should be 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. A little funky, it'll pass over this guy. Let me actually move this closer now. Hopefully it won't be in the way of this stuff. So this is a merger, right? Yeah, this is gonna be the merger. Like right there. That should give room for this. If it was turned the right direction, it would. Merger there. There. And I should be able to put a belt in there, and we run the belts across, and beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so, and then we would do this guy. 1, 2. So this will be the one that's only supplying 3 of these guys, yeah. Okay. And so this guy will be 1, 2. This thing will be a thing of beauty once it's done, I hope. It's looking pretty good so far. Okay, this guy here. This guy here. And belts have room to run underneath there. Beautiful. Rand 117 was truly a smart guy. Unfortunately, not able to dodge that boulder that killed him, allowing Rand 118 to exist. We appreciate the sacrifices of past Rand. This is a true story. The true story of Rand 117. Rand 117, gone but not forgotten. F respects in chat for Rand 117. Rand is like Highlander. There can be only one. That's right. When one dies, the other. When one lives, the other must die. Okay, so that's that coming in. I'm gonna have to figure out where the empty canisters are gonna be coming from, because that's what we're supplying here, right? Empty canisters? Yes. I know they're gonna start out by coming from our storage. But what's gonna be producing the empty canisters? Empty canisters are gonna be coming from the unpackaged fuel, which is I think what we do next. So they'll probably be coming back from what's in front of these guys. So, and you guys are going to be creating the packaged water, which is going to be going... Let's get this set up, because the packaged water... Are you doing packaged water too? I think I got the outputs for these guys set up already. I did. These guys... Diluted packaged fuel, I haven't set this up. This is going to go into the unpackaged fuel. That's going to have empty canisters coming out. Okay. I haven't set the outputs for these guys up. That is that on this side too? That's residual rubber, okay. Ooh, there's a lot of craziness to this, okay. Hey, what's up, Joshua Martin Plays? How's your day going? Is it possible for you to play with me? Also, do I have mods? No, you can't play with me, and no, I don't have mods. Sorry. I don't let people play with me in this because I'm afraid they will mess up my builds. And I'm kind of, especially right now, working on a crazy complicated build that if somebody else was trying to help me, it'd be chaos. It'd be absolute chaos. Alright. I think I might not need to, maybe shouldn't do the empty canister inputs yet, because I need to see where they're going to be coming from. So I think the next thing I need to do is, now that I got the inputs for the water, is make the thing where the packaged canister, the empty canister is going to come from. Cap of Oats, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. So, for anybody who's wondering what I'm building, or what I'm using to build with, what the plan is, this is on the Satisfactory wiki. I'm going to post it in chat. It's basically a plastic production flowchart. And this is what I'm working from and building from. I'll have to put that in the YouTube chat too, probably, for people who are interested in that. So the diluted packaged fuel is 13.33 that are going to be delivering to unpackaged fuel. So I think I need to do the 13.33 refineries for the unpackaged fuel, because that's also going to create the empty canisters for the build we just did. So let's make those refineries. And I'm pretty sure we're going to do the output of these goes over and around. Yes. Let's set that up. This is only going to have one output. Yes. Okay, good. What we're going to do is we're going to have Mark IV belts coming out this way. And that's going to go out and around. How many of these do we have? We have 13. So where else do these start? It's rubber. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this one the last rubber one? And then it's here. Nope. Diluted package fuel. So that's where this starts. I think we're going to want to have these go two separate directions again. So we have the whole goes out, and then the residual goes to the seventh one. So we're going to want to have 7 going one direction and 7 going the other. So, of course, that's 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 of these guys are going to go out this way, and the others are going to go out that way. So we have to stack on top of there, I think is how I want to do this. And this is the 7th one, doing the 1.33. Okay, that's perfect. So what we want to do is have this one split. That's what we want to do. So. This build is absolutely insane, what we are working on, I gotta say. Okay, so it's this level right here. Gonna give me the green line, beautiful. So that's gonna split, and half's gonna go that way, and half's gonna go that way around. Okay. It's gonna be, yeah, so I can just do like Mark III belts, fine. So there, and that's gonna split and go out this way. And it's gonna go up and over to wherever these things are gonna go. Okay. Hey, what's up, aliens? How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing this fine Thursday afternoon, evening, morning, whatever? Go here. We're gonna get a merger here. And then we're gonna have to go up from here. We're gonna climb up on top, get a thing on top of this belt that's gonna go over to where it's gonna deliver it to. Okay. Let me get all the mergers and splitters and stuff set up. We'll need... Yeah, I think I'll do these mergers now as we go here. Nice little green line there. There. Almost perfect. Not quite perfect. Okay. So that will be Mark III belts. Going to these guys. So I should have 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And this is going to go out and flow from one side for the diluted packaged fuel, turning into unpackaging the fuel. This is so strange how we're packaging and unpackaging things, but I'm not going to question the flowchart. We're going to believe in the flowchart. We're just going to build according to this flowchart. Watch we build this, and like it's just doesn't work. That would be such a sad time. That would be so sad. All right, so I'm going to have this one go. This doesn't perfectly line up here. You know, I think I want this to come up to the middle one here so I can have my belt go all along there. So let me change this up just slightly, just for aesthetics' sake. Those will be in the middle. That'll let us put our belts outside here to match the other ones. Should be all good. Good to just plug this into there. This plug into there. Nobody questions the flowchart. If anyone questions the flowchart, they shall be executed on the spot. The flowchart is almighty. The flowchart never makes mistakes. Okay, so it's gonna be here. 1, 2. Where's the line? The line is right here. Is that right? Basically goes right to the edge. That looks just immaculate and beautiful. All right, and then we get a merger. This is 1 of 6 right here. Okay. The flowchart is almighty. All hail to the mighty flowchart. Also, hi, Rand. What's up, SN5? How are you doing? All hail the mighty flowchart. Bringer of flowchartiness. Okay, this is actually coming around to... This is the... What is this? This is the output of packaged diluted fuel. Packaged water. Where's the rest of the stuff? This is... The other stuff's over on this side, isn't it? Is it the output of these guys? Yes. So it should be, there should be 6 of these that are packaged diluted fuel. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's residual rubber. No, because that was the 6th one. So these 5 need to combine with that one over there. It's going to be a little funky. We're going to have to do a little bit of spaghetti over there. So these guys are going to need to merge right over here is what's going to need to happen. So sitting and doing it that way, we're going to put a merger. That's going to flow chart over this way. There. And it's going to flow out that way. Good. And we have the 5 of these guys over here come over, cross over this guy, and join that. And that's going to be 6 going into 6 plus a 7th refinery, and then the others go from the other side. Okay, good. All right, so this should be good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be coming from right here. This one should be rubber. Beautiful. All right. And so we're going to come across... Which way was I doing it before? Was I doing it right on this line? I think... Let me make it match these other ones. This guy actually went further out to be right in the middle. This guy's already got one right in the middle, so we will make this one just slightly different. That'll be fine. Every row is its own thing. Okay. This is lined up there. Yeah, so there will be a splitter right there. And then we're going to have to do a little bit of finagling to get on top of this thing. Actually, maybe we don't. I can probably make this even look good here. So if that's on this line, if I do a stackable... 1, 2... we can actually make that look pretty nice. You know, you got to make your factories look nice. You can't just put things all willy-nilly. Beautiful. Got to make it look nice and neat. And then we can have that come down to like here. And then flow into there. Beautiful. Like it. Like it a lot. Okay. Look at that little guy there. Okay. Okay, and so now we just do the mergers here, and that will be the outputs for these guys all set up. There. Just trying to line up the orange and green arrows, and I think that means our belts will line up. So that's good. And then Mark III belts here. Which Mark IIIs are overkill, but we'd rather overkill than underkill. Rather undertale than overtail. Wait, no, that's not right. My brother apparently played Undertale with a friend of his recently. I haven't asked him what he thought of it, though. I need to ask him if he really enjoyed it or not. Alright, so that's 5, 6, and then this is the splitter that goes half that way, half that way. This is the 1.33% one. Beautiful. Alright, now that's gonna split and provide the unpackaged fuel that is going to then... no, that's gonna be the packaged fuel that's gonna go get unpackaged. That is going to then supply the empty canisters for these water things we're doing. Ready for a peaceful day of putting down 800 refineries? Not quite that many, but yes, I am ready for a peaceful day. Alright, so we need 13 refineries for this, and the 7th one in the middle is going to be the 13.33, or the 1.33 overclocked one. So, we're going to be able to put 9 on this row. My god, I might run out of room and have to... This thing might be in the way over here. Alright, it's fine. So let's put the 9 refineries here. Because we can line it up with this, and then we'll have 4 more on the next row. So, production refineries. 9 more refineries. I'm going to have to go get more materials for these, most likely. Okay, so here... I had a green line, and it went away. Okay, it's there, it's just not staying there. Wrong green line, I feel like. Where are my green lines at? That lining up? Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty good, though, Silly Hatman. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a good one.
Thank you for the follow.
And Lumpy Jumbo, what a name. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Too many green lines. That should be the right one right there, though, right? That's there and there, yeah. Alright, so I have to go get more motors. I should have more of these things, I think, just in storage over there. Okay, that looks good. Am I affected by those storms? I am not. And what's interesting is I have a lot of friends in Houston who thought they were going to be affected, and apparently it missed Houston. It like went over to the east, so it went over to more southern Louisiana and further east Texas, I think. So I was not affected. I am not affected by it. At least not at all yet. Anything I get would be like runoff, I think. Looks like 3. Let's go like 12 more. So, out of copper sheets. I think I can make almost all of what I need, though. Case industrial beams. That's actually too many. But thankfully, I am not affected by it. So, thank you for your concern, though. Been watching your YouTube, catch your stream for the first time. Great videos. Well, thanks, Lumpy Jumbo. Appreciate that. Welcome to the live stream, the birthplace of the YouTube videos. I'm glad to have you join us here. Are you an FTL viewer? Most people who join from the YouTube are FTL viewers. So that's what I'm assuming. But maybe you love the Satisfactory. Maybe you're one of the 10 people who watch my Satisfactory videos. Okay. It's funny, I was looking, as I was getting ready, every day before the stream I check my YouTube comments to respond. And I just kind of take a look at viewer numbers, and Satisfactory compared to every other game I play is like, oh my god, it's like a fraction. But I enjoy the game so much that I kind of don't care. You've only watched the FTL videos? Yeah, that's what I figured. Glad I'm using those storage boxes. I'm trying. Okay, so that is 9 of those, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need 4 more, and I think I'm gonna have the 4. I don't want to do this. You're a big fan of Satisfactory. You bought it on alpha release. Nice. It's a great game. I love this game. It's why I play it. Even the viewership isn't as much for me when I play it, but it's such a great game. So these things are gonna be unpackaged fuel. So that's going to create the canisters. And the fuel that's going to go into rubber plus fuel into recycled plastic. How's the build, FRD dot? We're working our way through it. We're around halfway through, maybe a little bit more. Like 40 to 50 refineries in, getting all my belts set up. You think you do like Factorio more, but you like the exploration 3D aspect of Satisfactory. I like the 3D. I like being able to build up. I really enjoy that aspect of it for whatever reason. I'm trying to figure out my piping for this. So we're bringing in unpackaged fuel, and empty canisters are going to come out and supply these guys. So I got to think about my belts for how I want to do that. FRD dot, I am trying to keep your idea of, you know, having things split with a splitter in the middle for these uneven things and have them merge at the end so that we distribute it evenly. I am trying to keep that theme going because I think that is... You had a great suggestion. I think it's going to help a lot for making this build flow well. Two-side overflow. Is that what it's called? Beautiful. I love it. All right. So I think the output's going to be able, of the empty canisters, it's going to be able to split between them, come back around through this way, and supply these guys. So I think the best way to do it is going to be the 4 extra refineries be on this side. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So 2 full spaces. So I need another line of these guys here just to build these next foundations here. I'm just going to do 3. I'm a little worried I'm going to run out of space and run into that thing, but hopefully I have enough room to make this all work. Hopefully. I want to get this next line built before I just build too many more foundations, though, so... 2-side overflow. That sounds like a... Sounds very technical, and that's totally what I'm doing, because I totally know what that means. Totally, totally. Can I reach that? Come on, come on, come on. There it is. Beautiful. Love that. There. 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 Very nice. Okay. And that should allow me to at least put this next line here. Hey, what's up, FP Kev? You can't stay long, however, have a good stream. Appreciate it, my friend. Sorry I couldn't get that map thing to work. I really tried yesterday, but I don't know what's wrong, but I can't find the map file that your thing is trying to tell me to place. I can't find it. I don't know why. It doesn't show up in the place that it should be showing up. All right, so 1, 2, so I want it to be right. That should be right. Nope, one more space open. That's right. It's no problem. Feel bad because I feel like that would be a useful tool for people to look at the map and get an idea how builds work and all that, but maybe eventually I'll be able to get that figured out. So 2, 3, 4. So this should be, if my numbers are right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of these guys. And these are making unpackaged fuel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to send its empty things out this way to 5, 6, 7. That's going to send out the empty canisters, so this is going to be a splitter right here. And we'll go right in the middle there. Good. So this will split the... This is kind of to let me know where my empty canisters, how they're going to get flowing back to where they're going, which is to these machines over here that need the empty canisters. So that's how that's going to work. Okay. So let me get that plugged in, so I know how that's going to flow. So these guys are going to go over, across, and back, and then the other side, that from there over, is going to go to the right side and around. So this is going to be, we're going to have pipe outputs and the other outputs. So we're going to start this one, mark 4 belts here. 1, 2. There. Okay. And it's going to come along this angle here to match these other guys. 1, 2. Good. Let's do mergers. I should probably put my jetpack on because I'm sure I will fall and kill myself if I don't. Merger. There. There. And I will say I'm glad I have this flowchart. I would never in a million years, maybe in a million years, never in 100 years be able to figure out this build with all the math. And whoever came up with this is like an engineering genius or something. I don't know how you come up with a build like this. It's crazy to me. Alright, so we're going to merge the ones from that side over to here. My brain just doesn't work this way, I feel like. Actually, let's not do it this way. Let's actually place a merger here. Right, since we know exactly where it needs to go. Merger needs to go that way. Is that right? That is not right. Should be right here. I believe that will be right. I believe that'll do, pig. That'll do. Got a straight belt standing right along the edge here. Or does that go off the edge? Nope, that looks perfect. Beautiful. Go here. This is a merger, right? Not a... This is a splitter. This should be a splitter, right? This is... This is output of canisters. I think I put a splitter here when I meant to put a... No, this should be a... This is a splitter. This should be a merger. That is a merger. Why can't I do a belt from there into there? Is the direction going the wrong way? Splitter. Splitter. I think the direction might have been going the wrong way. There, that should be right. Right, because this is going to split off its empty canisters. You're the 1.33% thing, so 133% should be that guy. This is the 7th one in the middle. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th one. And then we split from there into there. There we go. Yeah, it's wrong facing. I do that a lot on my splitters and mergers. I swear, every time I place one, like, the default is exactly opposite of what I want it to be. I don't know why, but... Alright, then mergers here. Every time, man, every time. There. And then we do Mark III belts here. To there. To there. Into there. I will do the other side after we get these guys going. So these are going to be feeding empty canisters into where they need the empty canisters for packaged water. And so this is going to supply 6 plus the 7th. Do I have the input already set up for this? This is the diluted packaged fuel. So that's going to be going to somewhere else. So this is where the canisters need to go here, right? Yes. So I need to get... Oh, I think I have the merger set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is the 7th. So this is where it needs to go in with empty canisters. Beautiful. All right. Thanks, Past Rand. You're genius. Just a genius. Okay. So this is going to be where these things are going to come into. It's going to be right in the middle of this floor here. So let's do it right to there. Is that straight? That is straight. And that belt we're going to have to stack on top of this guy, but that should be no problem. Put a stacker, and this guy will go over up to that. On top of that to deliver the resources, so that'll be nice. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't quite reach. Okay, so that will deliver the empty canisters. And so I just need splitters for these guys. I'm gonna, like, finish this build, and I'm gonna be like, alright, I'm done with Satisfactory. 9,000 plastic a minute, GG, I'm done. This build is so crazy. What's actually crazy is if I want to do the same thing with rubber, I'm gonna have to do this same build again. I don't know if I'm gonna want to do that or not. Mainly because I don't know if I want to get that as much water as I'm gonna need to supply, because this build takes a lot of water. But I do have a lot of water flowing down to where our coal power was underneath, so maybe I would have enough water to make that work. Alright, so that's going to flow in. Empty canisters, so we just need Mark III belts. Crouch. Mark III. Mark III belt. Mark III belt. Mark III belt. Mark III belt, and there we go. So that's one side. So let's get the other side of the equation set up. That should be all good. Empty canisters, and then this is going to be unpackaged fuel that's going to go out in some over somewhere, and we should have plenty of room here. So let me just make sure. Yeah, we'll be able to make that work. Beautiful. All right, so this is the one that's split, and this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me figure out first where these guys are gonna go. They're gonna stack on top of this guy, so that shouldn't be too bad of it. Shouldn't be too tough to make happen. So let's place our merger to start it. It's gonna go this way. I don't have a green line, but that should be right. Okay, so there's that. Let's figure out how I'm going to stack it on top of here. This should be pretty straightforward to get it to look good. So it would be a stackable pole here. 1, 2. And then we need it to go on top of that guy, so... if I go 1 there... do I have a stackable pole here? Beautiful, I do. So we'll have it go on top of here. And then it needs to come down to supply these guys. That's going to be a little funky. Actually, this is supplying... this is also supplying these guys over here. You are. Yeah, so it's going to supply 2, 3... yeah, and that should be the 5. Was it also supplying this one? And 5. Yeah, okay, so it's supplying... supplying 5. 1... hold on a sec, let me figure out exactly what it's supplying to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it merges. So it's supplying 3 different rows, which is kind of funky. Average game outcome, what the actual F? Okay, that's out of nowhere. What are you talking about, Explosive Ash? Are you talking about a specific game, or what? Actually, I think the way I could make this work is if I have a splitter going to a vertical loader, that might work. You're talking about most games. Okay, great. I have no idea. Okay, yes, because this is... what's interesting is this is actually... this is... unpackaged fuel, right? Yeah. Is actually creating the package here that's going to go right next to here, but we're going to have it go around just for flow issues. Okay, so I just have to figure out where those are going. So this guy should be nice and neat to go right here. Good. It goes across to here. It goes up to here. I don't like... what I'm curious about is if I can do a splitter to a vertical loader that just goes right there. I wonder if that will work. Are you talking about a specific game that you're talking right now, or are you talking about the game that I'm playing? Because I'm a little confused about what you're talking about. Okay, so I can't do that. But can I just do this? Almost. Almost I can. It's too steep. Okay. How far over can I take this? Oh, I can take it pretty far over. A little bit of overlap on that pipe, but that won't bug me too much if I can make that just go in there. Okay, very nice. We'll take that. Just general games. All right, cool. This one's going to be tough. So I'm going to have to bring it down and across to 3 of these guys. Actually, this one might be tall enough that I can do a vertical loader and have it do that. Let's hope that I can do that. Let's see. This will take some experimenting, I think. So let's get this guy there, so I can have this go across here. So be there. Out of the... should have grabbed the extra ones I had over here. Are you playing any games right now, Explosive Ash? Anything in particular you'd like to discuss your problems with? FTL? It's probably FTL. It's probably FTL. It's probably what it is. Let's just take all these right now. I'm gonna have more concrete to build out over there if I need to as well. I would not be in the least bit surprised if that particular statement was about FTL. What the actual F, FTL, 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 F? So what I'm hoping I could do would be splitter into vertical loader. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think there's enough room. Into a splitter that goes right there. Hmm. What if I just put the splitter in place, could I make it connect? That's what I'd really like to have happen. So, line up this guy with lag. So if I line up this guy right there. That is, why did you give me a green line? That's not lined up. That's where those green lines are completely a lie. That's the green line I want right there. That one with that one. Is that the correct placement there? That's the correct placement. So then I would want to get this lined up with that and hope I can connect a vertical loader to the two. I would just be so happy if it would let me do that. Would you let me do that, Satisfactory? I would be so satisfied if you would let me do that. It's probably not gonna let me do that. Does that actually work? It's inside the thing. This is basically Factorio in third dimension. Yeah, pretty much that's what it is. I wonder if that works. That would be so goofy. You know what? I can just do it. Won't look quite as clean. I mean, that doesn't look clean, so we're gonna do it slightly different here. Can I move this pipe in a way that this would work on this side? Send something through? You think I should try it? I guess I could try it. It'll look really bad, but if it works, actually... I feel like it is working. Let me send something here. What this would be doing would be putting an empty canister in here. So, let me... Let me put, how can I would need to, like, put a merger in a thing to put an empty canister. Do I have any empty canisters on me from stuff I've been doing? You hope it works? I need to embrace the spaghetti. Doing my best. Alright, we got a bunch of empty canisters in here we made. Alright, let's see if this works. That would be goofy, but if it works, you know, I'll probably just take it. Honestly, I'll probably just take it. With how much interconnectivity stuff is going on here, I'll probably just take it. This a merger? That's a merger. So if I put a storage container here, all right, we're gonna see if this works. Empty canisters, I just saw them. There they are. Alright, let's see. Splits off into there. That works. It works. This actually works. Alright, I'm taking it. If it ain't broke, it's quite confusing. That's right. Alright, we're gonna take that. You know what? Vertical loaders can just go inside of things. I like it. Alright, beautiful. That's a GG cookie time. Alright. I was not expecting that to work, but I'm actually kind of glad it works, because if it didn't work, I would have had to finagle something else to make that work. So, I think we're going to do a similar thing to another row over here. So satisfying. This... so satisfying and totally not broken. Oh, there's nothing. I don't see anything wrong with this. Who could ever complain about something that looks like that? All right, and then I have to do 2 of them over here, right? Empty canister, and this guy is something different, right? This is the actual packaged fuel, yes. So we do the same thing over here. Let's get the placement set up here. So splitter. Right in the middle there. So we place the splitter first to make this weird thing work. Splitter first. And then splitter. That is a different thing. It's this guy, so I need to do this. This. And double down on the clipping. That's right, we're just gonna go ahead and double down on the clipping. Right up the middle here. And then Mark 4 vertical loader. Please work again. It works. GG. Perfectly natural. Nothing wrong with that. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Thing with this build is I don't think it's doing quite exactly the merging thing I want it to do, because it's not, because it's splitting off in different directions. But I think this will work. I think this will basically we have 2 combined, but one is like splits off. So it doesn't work perfectly for the flow, but I think things will back up and it'll be fine. All right, that is the empty containers set up. Let me go clean up a little bit over here. The edges we don't need. There's one little bit here. Can I get this, just this tiny bit of belt? That's just kind of hanging outside of here. Can I grab it? I don't think I can. You know what? We're just going to leave that then. One little empty package thing that will just always be sitting there forever. Okay. Alright, so that is the empty packaged containers. It's not a bug, it's a feature. That's right. Who cares about physics? Cares about physics. Because ideally what would happen would be this goes to there, and then the excess goes around over there to that thing. But I don't have a good way to make that happen, and we're so like stacked here that I think that little bit of not being fully optimized won't kill us. So what's the output of these guys? The packaged water. And the packaged water is already going where it needs to go. So these guys are... These guys are all set, right? Diluted packaged fuel, packaged water. So that's split up. So your packaged fuel is going where it needs to go. Wait a sec. This needs to be plugged in somewhere. You ever thought of using the paint gun to organize your belts and machines while you're building? I haven't thought about that. It's a pretty good idea, actually. I'd have to go get some paint, but that's not a bad idea to kind of like differentiate, put blue ones for water, something for the other fuel. I might think about doing that later. Where does this need to go? Diluted packaged fuel, I believe, needs to get delivered up to this next row somewhere. Packaged fuel. Diluted packaged fuel needs to deliver to the unpackaged fuel thing. Yes. Is this the right thing? Select recipe. Unpackaged. Is unpackaged diluted fuel? Or does unpackaging fuel work on diluted fuel? Diluted packaged fuel goes to unpackaged fuel, I think. I'm a little confused here. Let me see here. I'm getting all mixed up. Okay, so what did we just finish working on? You can unpackage diluted. Okay, so I think that was right. So this is the unpackaged water. We're just getting the empty canisters to go to the packaged fuels. What we're doing. What's up, Bellic? So I believe the next thing I need to do is make sure that these guys are going to where they need to go. Maybe I just have... Okay, so I think... Where's this? I think I have a splitter somewhere, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then splitter. So these guys are all going this way. This is the diluted packaged fuel. And this is going to go that way to deliver the packaged fuel to my machines that are going to unpackaged fuel, I believe. Is that correct? Unpackaged fuel, yes. You're doing this same project at the moment with 2K plastic and rubber a minute? Holy crap. You are brave. I'm just doing the one with the flowchart here, and my brain's already about to explode. But okay, that's right. So let's make sure I have all these set to the right thing. Unpackaged fuel, unpackaged fuel, unpackaged fuel, packaged fuel, unpackaged fuel, unpackaged fuel. Should be 9 of these, and then, yeah, unpackaged fuel, unpackaged fuel, and then what, 3 more, 4 more over there? Yeah, 13, okay. And the 7th one in the middle. Let me place the 7th one, the merger. The merged one, so... actually I have a couple on this road, don't I? Packaged water. No, so it's gonna be... Yeah, so it's going to be these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is going to be the merger one right here. So we're going to merge. I'm going to have the pipeline come down the middle, I think. So I'm going to do the merger. There. Okay. So this is going to merge our unpackaged, or our packaged fuel. It's going to get unpackaged. You don't think there's much difference between 900 to 2K, just more modules? Workflow is going to be the same? Well, I'm sure it's not different, but just the size of the build, I am impressed by you working on. Okay, so, and this one's the overclocked one? Do I have it? I already have it overclocked. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get the delivery set up for these guys, which is... This is the unpackaged canisters that we're delivering. So that's this. You're doing the diluted packaged fuel, and half of these are being sent to this. So we're going to send this to the one half, and then we're going to have to set up the other ones. It's such a complicated build. I'm sure there's probably people in chat who understand it better than I do. But anybody who's not familiar with this game is probably completely confused about what's happening. Don't worry, confused viewer. I'm right there with you. What's up, Cruel Angel? I am just as confused as you are. There, and then the other ones are going to go to this guy. That's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be another overflow thing where it's not going to be perfectly... balanced, but I think that'll be fine. Because the way our rows of refineries are working, I don't think I'm ever going to have it be perfectly balanced. That's going to be in the middle. 1, 2. Like that. You're confused, but that's just because you just arrived. Good. Good, then you deserve to be confused. I mean, everything will become clear soon, I promise. In the immortal words of Rand 117. Why am I dying? That's the words of Rand 117. Okay, let's see here. So we'll go about to right there. Soon TM, that's right. Soon it will all be made clear. Soon TM. Okay. I have a feeling the way I'm doing this build where I'm trying to have things merge, go out and merge, is not actually being done exactly correctly, but I'm hoping my alterations to it won't make things be too imbalanced. Alright, so this will deliver the packaged diluted fuel, basically, which will get unpackaged. Okay. And then we need the splitter coming off of this side. Can I get a green line for this? Hopefully that will be a green line. And let's see if I can line up where this one was. It was like about here, I think. Clear as mud, as your dad says. That's right. Build it all in one goal, then turn it on. It'll be a surprise. We'll see what happens. Who knows? A great way to do things. Don't plan, just build. Planning's for sissies. Planning is for sissies. Okay, and so that's a merger, so we're going to merge from the other side. Mark 3 belt. Mark 3 belt. Alright, so that'll be 4, 5, 6, plus the excess going into the 7th. Of packaged diluted fuel getting unpackaged, and then we need to do the other side of this build. Okay. So the other side would be where we have the splitter going, so that's where it splits. So we go out this way. This should all be packaged diluted fuel. Diluted packaged fuel, perfect. And that goes to here. Packaged diluted fuel. And this needs to go up on top and across here. This is going to be one tall belt over here. Okay. Alright, so if the middle is here, we want it to be 1, 2 on this line. Is that in the right place? No, it's not. There. That's right. Okay, and hopefully I can just go from... Actually, just go ahead and do a stackable pull right here, just to make sure we're good. There's nothing coming out of there, so that's good. What's so strange about working with refineries, too, is that... what is that encroaching? What? Is that there's 2 inputs and outputs, and you often... Oh, it's probably this. 2 inputs and outputs, and you often don't need to use both inputs and outputs for every refinery, and that just makes it funky. This is a merger. It's going out this way, so we need to line up there. That is not quite right. There. Is that lined up? That looks right, I believe. Go straight in there, beautiful. Mark 4 belt from there to there. And then we should be good to go here, straight across. That's straight, that's straight. Then we should have a nice, even, smooth curve there. Beautiful. And then this belt needs to go over, around, and drop down to... Where's this going? This row right here. That input's gonna be right here, so... I need to figure out how we're gonna lay this out, so... That's the middle, 1, 2. This is the line we wanted to end at before turning. The stackable pole is literally right in the middle of this thing. Hopefully let me still put this splitter here. Damn it. Can I put this further over maybe and it'll just kind of go below and underneath this? So much spaghetti in these little places. Splitter. I think belts can actually go through pipes, so if this goes through a pipe, you know what? I'm gonna just be okay with that. It goes through a little bit, it's not too bad. And that lets me do... hopefully... this somewhere. Yeah, right there. See how much going through things that does. Actually, not too bad. Alright, that's not too bad. Well, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Could be worse. The crazy way we're doing this build, I'll take little bits of overlapping like that. Clipping, who cares? What even is physics? What even is it? There. We'll leave that in place in case I need to stack something else on top of it. I might even be able to move that one a little bit over to have slightly less clipping. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Just to see. We'll get as little small amount of clipping as we can, although it probably needs to be higher. Probably the angle with it wouldn't make it clip less, but we'll just put it there, see if it still works. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. And then this is going to go across and then be a splitter, and we're good to go on here. Into there. This should be unpackaged diluted fuel. And splitters, okay. Splitter. And splitter. Splitter. There. There. And there. So this is going to be Mark III belts going into each of these guys. And that should be these guys done. Of course, haven't got power or anything, or the actual sources set in yet, but we're just getting the whole infrastructure set up before we actually put any kind of resources in any of these things. Okay, so that is fuel getting unpackaged. So that is the refinery for unpackaging fuel set up and the empty canisters set up. So now I need the output of these, which is going to be fuel, going to 18 refineries doing the alternate recycled plastic, with the overflow going to 7 recycled rubber. We're almost there, actually, because I've done the residual rubber. We've done the packaged water. I only have the actual plastic production and then the overflow going to the recycled rubber. Almost there, guys. Almost there. All right. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we need to do here. So this is the fuel that's going to be coming out, and this is the fuel that actually is going to be going into Yeah, unpackaged fuel. That's actually going to be going into the plastic production. So, so 566.67 a minute of fuel and rubber, which the rubber is going to be coming from our residual rubber earlier on in the thing, so we'll have to get a belt for that. We're going to create the plastic, and then the extra fuel is going to go into another recycled rubber production, which then goes back into the recycled plastic. This is crazy. What a crazy build this is. So I need so plastic and fuel is going to go into there, create rubber that's going to go back into the plastic production. So there's going to be a little bit of folding back in on itself on this last part. 7 of those guys. This is going to be a little funky. How many of these do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have room for 6. 6 refineries here. So what I think I might do is have 6 plus 1 more on the next row be the overflow of the fuel that turns the fuel plus plastic into the rubber, and that rubber goes back into, and then our final thing will be all of the plastic producers. I think that's going to be the best way to do this. So we're going to do 6 plus 1 more. That's going to be at 7.78 producing these recycled rubber. The funky numbers on this build also blow my mind too. The fractional or percentage, whatever numbers on everything. 1, 2, and I'm out of stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 more. Let's do let's build our platform out, which there's gonna be, I'm hoping we're high enough that we're on top of that, but we might not be, and I might need to make a change right at the end here just to get the final placement for the final, because it's going to be like 2 rows of refineries. Let's go in the other way, yeah. So let's make the platform, and then we'll have to go back and get more copper to make hopefully the last trip to get the resources for making all this stuff. Okay, so let's take all the concrete. Any other concrete in here? Nope, okay. Alright, this belt that way. Nope, that's going this way too. This one's going that way, right? Yeah, there we go. Whee! Alright, let's see how far over we can go with platforms before we, like, have overlapping. That looks like as far as we can go without overlapping on this stuff. So I don't want to have any overlapping, because if I overlap, that might mess up with me trying to place belts or pipes. So we'll build out to here. It's not going to be enough. What I might do is turn to have my plastic producer going to the left, maybe. The amount of box with random leaders items in Rand's base is too damn high. The amount of box with random items, yeah, you're not wrong, actually. Yeah, there are a lot of boxes with random items. Although that box with random items is less random. It's all resources for stuff we're building up here, so not quite as random. But you're not wrong. Okay, so can't quite reach over there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Should be able to see this far. Okay, can I build all this? Beautiful. Okay. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one. Okay, there. There. Ah, crap. Crap! Don't build underneath. Build on my eye level, son. Build on my level, son. Get on my level. Need to have it perfectly aligned so that I don't build it in the wrong place. Beautiful. Autosave. Looks like we will be... we might have just enough concrete for this build. We'll see. Get all that? Yeah. Oh, that looks cool. And that's all building at the same time. Super cool. Okay. Nice. We have enough for that. So... I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna build the plastic producers. I feel like I'm gonna have to turn them sideways. Maybe I do that. Maybe I have the final plastic production. Like, all of this stuff would be supplying for the plastic producers and have them be slightly different orientated because of this thing here. I could possibly ramp up just a little bit for a little bit more space if I'm, like, close for what I need, but we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. That's future Rand's problem. Now I need copper, steel pipes, and more industrial beams and motors to make more refineries. How many more? Let's actually figure out how many more refineries I need so I just get the right numbers of resources I need. So we were working on building these 7 refineries for the recycled rubber. And I was going to do 6 and then 1 on the next level. So that's 5 more that we need. There's 5. Then we're gonna need... let's make it 1 extra. And then we need 18 or 19 for the next. So let's add 19 more. So 19 plus 6 would be, what, 27? Only 27 more refineries, everybody. We're almost there. Only 27 more. Alright, let's go get the resources for that. A little extra. I think that might be 2 over what I actually need, but that's fine. Alright, so let's leave off some junk in here so I can have space. Motors, because those don't stack super high. Okay. Empty canisters. That wire. 1 thing of plastic. The motors only stack to 50, so that's only like 6 stacks. The copper sheets are 100. Those are 100, so... I do need to grab a little extra, like, iron plates and belt materials and stuff, too. Alright. Hopefully this will be our last trip back to our resource center before we get this build done, which would be crazy mode. Super crazy. Super serial. Super cool. After we get all this plastic producing, then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with it all. But, again, future Rand's problem. Alright, let's get, like 2 stacks of these guys. Steel tubes, or steel pipes. Make some Tupperware out of all that plastic. We will be able to make so much Tupperware. I will start my own Tupperware business. There, so that's enough, and I left a few extra back there, so that should be good. I'm gonna get some more steel beams for belts. There. Okay. Then we need motors, copper sheets, and encased industrial beams. I better take at least a little bit more of this. There. Okay. Do. Case industrial beams. A couple extra stacks for all the belts we'll be using. That's plenty. Motors. These I just need exactly how many I need because I don't need really any extras for these. And I think I left a stack back there. Let's go just enough. And then copper sheets. Hopefully I have enough room for the copper sheets. Plastic Tupperware for everybody. We'll be the Oprah of Tupperware with all this plastic we're making. Beautiful. You know, I'm going to need extra for pipes anyway, so yeah, we'll just fill up with that. Okay. Is there anything I didn't get extra of that I wanted to? Nah, we're pretty good. We'll take that. Alrighty. Let's do it. Maybe a little more concrete would be nice, but I think I left some back there. It's funny, when you're underneath here, you don't get the you can't breathe like you do underwater thing. Or do you get like an O2 counter when you go underwater? I'm trying to remember. I feel like there was a game that I had an O2 counter underwater. I guess it was when I was playing 7 Days to Die with Shogi the other day. I don't know if that's a thing. And if it's not a thing, then that means air filters are completely pointless and worthless in this game. If you can just stay underwater as long as possible, then why the hell do you need frickin' water or air filters when you're in poison gas? Okay. So let's throw stack of that in there, one stack of that in there, because we're not going to need quite all of these yet. Alrighty, so let's go make our refineries here. When all this is done, we're gonna have to like build a big tower to look down at this just to see how extensive this crazy build is. All right, so I was gonna do 7 of these recycled rubbers. Do I want to do 8 and have one of them underclocked, or do I want to do 7 and have one of them overclocked? I think I like the overclock thing better, just because of how much space all this is taking. Because space is kind of an issue for us running out of room over here. That should be 3, 4. 5, and then 1 more. 6, and then we do 1 on this side, which is going to be 2 spaces to right. Here, I believe. That looks right. And so these are going to be alternate recycled rubber. Alternate recycled rubber. I'll have to figure out which one is going to be the overclocked one. I doubt I split up this one. Since there's a smaller number of these guys, I probably don't split this up to make it, you know, have the two-side overflow or double overflow, whatever FRD called it. Okay, so that's all the recycled rubber, and this is going to receive excess fuel that will be going into the plastic production, which is going to come from all these guys. So let's actually get the tubing started for that, because kind of everything before this is all to create the fuel that we're going to be supplying to these guys. So 566 is going to be going to the plastic production, which is basically almost 2 full tubes. And then 1 less than full tube will be the overflow going to these guys. How do I do overflow stuff with pipes? How do I do that? Because these guys are going to be creating 800 cubic meters a minute or whatever it is of unpackaged fuel. How do I distribute that? Distribute that between 566 of it going to the rubber, 233 of it going to the, to the plastic. 566 going to the recycled plastic, then the overflow of 233 going to the rubber. How do I distribute that with pipes in a way that's going to go where I want it to? 1 pipe per 10 refineries. 30 per minute. Yeah, so that would be right. 1 pipe per 10 refineries. We don't have an even number. So I guess I'd have 2 pipes that would feed my plastic first, and then I'd have an overflow coming off of one of those pipes that feeds into this and have the excess flow into this, I think. You group your refineries in rows of 20, so 1 line of rubber, plastic, and 2 pipes. I didn't set up that way, so I don't know if I can make that work. And besides, those numbers don't perfectly work here because it's 18 refineries for the plastic and 7. You know what? It might be better. If I go 1 over and have all these next to each other, it's probably going to make it simpler. And then I have 2 rows of my plastic ones. I think that's going to be the better way to do this. So this is going to be slightly different than the rest of our build, but it's going to make it easier to manage, I think, the fuel being supplied to these guys, which is an important thing. So if we have this will be 1 row, and then we'll have 2 rows, and that might actually make it so we can fit everything here without going over there, which would be great. So basically, this will be where the overflow goes to supply these guys, and then we want 2 rows of 10 plastic refineries, and we're only going to do, we'll probably do 1 row of 10, 1 row of 9, and the one that's got 9 will overflow into these guys, I think. So we'll do the 9 one and then the 10 one. I think is how we'll do this. Hopefully I'll have enough space to do this. It's going to be close. And the output is going to be just plastic. That's the unpackaged. That's going to be the fuel that's going to go out. Okay. Not giving me the line. Give me the line. Should be there. Okay, and this is going to be alternate recycled plastic. Oh my god, don't tell me I'm missing this. Alternate recycled. Do I... You know what? I think... I think when I started this, I saw that I had residual plastic, and I thought that was the recipe I need. I am actually missing the recycled plastic recipe, aren't I? I went out and purposely got 3 different things. Okay, let me see if I have one. Just happen to have one that's going that I hadn't finished yet. And just happens to have it? Nope. Caterium computer, silicon high-speed connector, pure iron ingot. I know. Every time I think at first I thought I only needed the diluted packaged fuel one. I got that one. Then I realized, crap, I need the recycled, alternate recycled rubber. I was like, okay, now I'm good. Now I realize I don't have the alternate recycled plastic. It's fine. We're not going to do it now. We're going to finish this build, and we'll have to plug in that at the end. Caterium computer. Wow, that seems like a really good build. Silicon high-speed connector seems pretty good too. Pure ironing, I don't care. Let's go Caterium Computer, I guess. I've done so many hard drive hunts in the last week that I really don't want to do anymore, but that was the last one we had, so I am actually missing alternate recycled plastic build. Unfrickin' believable. Can't believe it. We're missing that. It would be right next to this guy, I guess. Alright, whatever. We're gonna come back to that. So we're doing, let's do 9 here and then 10 on the next row. So sad, man. So sad. I kind of am coming to hate the way they have the alternate recipes search thing. I'm kind of coming to hate it, honestly. Just let me choose the ones I want. Don't make it be random. It's just so frustrating. Let me choose from a tier rather than just random ones from a tier. And how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one more on this row. Okay. Do I have room for this last thing? I think I have... just enough room, maybe. Is there a debug console in this game? We will all look away. I don't know, actually. Actually, if I do 10 here and 9 here, that will actually work fine. So let's do... we'll do the 10 on this row. Hashtag Rand turning on his cheat engine again. So I think I need one more row here of these guys. Okay. I actually don't know. There might be since it's early access. So 1, 2. So we want it to be right here, I believe. There it is. Okay. There. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe that's every refinery built, and we're right at the edge of over clipping into, or over clipping into that thing, and we will have the outputs probably go out the other way. There's a save file editor where you can unlock stuff. Oh, God, I don't want to do that, but I also don't want to take the frickin' 3 hours it's gonna take me to go searching more for frickin' hard drives to get this one last alternate recipe that I didn't realize I needed. There's one that only needs black powder over there, but there's no guarantee that that would be the one I need. Well, we'll see. I'm not gonna set that up yet. I might after I take my break in about 10 minutes, we might come back and do a quick hunt. And if I don't get it, I might actually do the whole save file editor thing. Let's get belts and stuff going on this section first. So this is unpackaging the fuel. Let's figure out the piping, how we're gonna get this done here. Let's hope that first one we get this time gives a recipe. That's what basically we have to hope for. Okay, so where do these guys start? Do they start right here? Unpackaged fuel. Hopefully that's the first one. Yes, so this should be where the unpackaged fuel starts, this row, I believe. Let me just make sure that that's right. It's all unpackaged fuel. Yes, okay. So, we want to have 60... so 5. 5 of these guys supplying each line to have 300 a minute. So 5 of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a second. What's going on here? Oh. I need to get the canister outputs set up here. Let me get the rest of these splitters done first. I want to leave off a piece here. Splitter? No, it should be merger. Hopefully it's just a quick plug and play thing and I don't have to figure out any other routing of these belts. That's water. That's fuel. You never mind doing save file editing when the game elements that are required are tedious and unenjoyable for you to play. Yeah. Well, as much as I love the look of this game and stuff, the exploration, like we talked about last time, gets really tedious because of the fact that they don't let you have multiple multiple wearable slots or whatever. Games are supposed to be fun, not tedious. Well, depends on the type of game, because games like this, you know, there's the thing of it's the tedium is part of the fun, you know, kind of thing. Let's see here. I need to figure out. Odethan, sorry for that. You're probably trying to do a link for how to do that, but you need to get permission before you do links in chat. Unpackaged fuel. There's supposed to be 13.33 of these guys. Let me see. I feel like maybe on this side is unpackaged fuel as well, maybe. Packaged water. Where's all the unpackaged fuel? Hold on a second. I feel like I didn't do enough of the unpackaged fuel things. Ooh, I should have my paint gun to paint these guys. Alright. I think there might be some more on the back row over here. Now that's creating the diluted packaged fuel. And it's distributing it over here. Did I miscount these somehow? It's supposed to be 13.33 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the merger overclocked. 7, 8, 9. They go this side. Here they are. There we go. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, good. For a second, I was thrown off there. Okay, so I just hadn't finished the belts for everything on these guys. What I just did should have finished the belts. Yes, okay. So, the unpackaged fuel starts here and ends over over on this one. Yes. Okay, so the thing I have to keep in mind though, the way I did this, the overflow one is from the one in the middle. So the overflow one, we're going to want to have that pipe be connected with the ones that flow to... I'm not sure how I'm going to distribute this. Okay. Well, let's just start with 5 of these guys, because that's what we know is going to fill up a pipe with 300 a minute. So we're going to do this. So we'll go right in the middle here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up to here. So 5 of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy... One, 2, 3, 4. So that will be 1 full pipe of the diluted package, or the diluted fuel that we've unpackaged going into here. This will be able to supply 10 plastic refineries, I believe. Yeah, that's the next one. You've got a meeting to go in a few minutes. Just Google Satisfactory calculator. You can upload and edit your save in the map. Oh god, is that the thing that I think that was the thing that somebody else was trying. FB Kevy was trying to get me to do that. I couldn't find the save file. Cheat you can do to get a hard drive to spit out what you want. Save before you start researching it. If you don't get the one you want, reload. Not something you really want to do in stream. Yeah, because it's you I did see about that, but you have to wait the 10 minutes anyway. You could have sworn we saw recycled plastic in your recipe list. I think what I saw was this, and I said, yes, I have recycled plastic. Residual and recycled are very close together. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw and thought I had it. And I just was like really quickly going, oh god, what do I need? I needed diluted packaged fuel. I was missing that one. I needed the alternate heavy oil residue. Oh, I need to get that one. I'm missing the alternate recycled rubber. Pretty sure that's what I saw. But I don't know, unless the game bugged out and I'm missing a recipe I'd gotten. I don't think that's the case. But okay, so this is gonna be, this will supply 10 of my dudes. And what I think I'd want to do is have this go up, and then have, because the excess one is this guy right here. So I think the best thing to do would be I start the next one, I put it in line. Yeah, very sad times for that. To do more stuff. Do this. So that's a full pipe, and then we'll do a second pipe. I don't need the third one up top there. And then we'll figure out where we're going to flow with that. Did you ever find out how to get your save file into that thing? I didn't. I tried to mess with it yesterday because FB Kevy sent me a message offline to show me how to do it. And apparently the local app data save file, yada yada yada, whatever the placement is on it, doesn't have my save files for Satisfactory. So I don't know where the save files are for my Satisfactory. I just don't know where they are. I'd have to do some searching because I just don't know. Just don't know. Okay, so this is the middle where I'm gonna place it. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. Should be able to do this, hopefully. There. That should have a smooth curve there, and then we bring that over. Okay. I must have said it differently on stall. I sure didn't. I use I have it with Epic Games, and it didn't. I don't know why it isn't there. The save has been in my heart the entire time. See if you can get the, if Epic has the location, you can get you the instructions. Okay. Alright, well, it is time for my break. I'm not sure... I really hate that I'm missing that final thing. We're gonna work on getting these pipes done when we come back, and then we'll decide if we want to cheese it in. Cheese in that one missing recipe, or if I do a quick search for them. So, but really quickly, my friends, I'm going to save the game. I'm going to stand stretch, use the restroom. Thank you all so much for watching. If there's anybody new to the stream, please hit the follow. Hope you're enjoying the Satisfactory. Really hoping we get this build done today. I think we will, whether we have to cheese in the residual plastic alternate recipe or not. We will definitely get this build done today. But I'm going to quickly run a quick 6-second with that. We come back, we'll keep working on this. Y'all rock. See you in a bit, my friends.